Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Continental Baseball, History Maker style. And this is the ultimate baseball what if, now on your tabletop. In July 1959, fueled by frustration with the big league baseball's refusal to expand to new cities, it was announced that a new professional baseball league was to be formed with 8 teams scattered across North America, the Continental League. Though these plans were abandoned before even a single game was played, fans were left wondering, what if it had happened? Well, History Maker Baseball gives you the opportunity with that what if. Now, more than 50 years later, this card set provides an answer. Through extensive research into real-life players who could have played in the league's inaugural season, we've made every effort to ensure this set is an accurate depiction of what the Continental League might very well have looked like in 1961. Continental Baseball League. All right, so here we go. Our opening day game from the Polo Grounds. It is the New York Skyliners taking on the visiting team from the north, Montreal Royal Blues. For Montreal, here is their lineup. Manny Mota will lead off. He's in left field. Johnny Groff bats second in center field. This league has a designated hitter, we've decided. Ted Williams decides not to retire. He goes to Montreal. He's going to hit as the designated hitter. He'll bat third. Batting fourth, second baseman Jimmy Bax, who is the cleanup hitter. First base, Rick Hersher for the Royal Blues. Batting sixth, the designated cold hitter, Pernell Goldie. Batting seventh, the designated hot hitter, third base, Max Alves. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Ed Fitzgerald. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Chico Carrasquel. So that's the starting lineup for your Montreal Royal Blues. On the mound for New York, the Skyliners, a familiar name to New York baseball fans, Carl Erskine. For the Montreal Royal Blues, another familiar name for baseball fans, Louis Tiant. And now let's give you the Skyliners starting lineup. Batting first, playing second base, Gil McDougall. Batting second at shortstop, Dick Gray. The cleanup hitter, a very familiar name to New Yorkers, in center field, Joe Pepitone. Batting fourth in right field, Irv Noren. Batting fifth at first base, Ron Jackson. Playing third, batting sixth, Felix Torres. Another familiar name to New York fans. Tommy Agee is the designated hitter, batting seventh. Left fielder Sandy Valdespino bats eighth. Jay Porter does the catching. He'll bat ninth. So opening day, ready to go in the Continental League. I'm not an expert at this game. I play it to the best of my ability. I might not use all the rules properly or all the rules at all, but I will play it the way I see it. So leading off, Manny Mota to face Carl Erskine. The pitch to Manny Mota, and you read the die lowest to highest. So it's a 2-3-5 with a decider die. 2-3-5 Erskine to Manny Mota. 2-3-5. Is Erskine wild? No. Mota eager. Mota is eager, and that's a single. Possible single. Is he a whiffer? No, so it's a single past the dive of the New York shortstop Gray. So Mota starts off things in style. So Mota's at first. Now I'll bring up Johnny Groth, the center fielder. Skyliners hoping to turn 2. The pitch to Groth. No decider die, and that's a 1. If it's on the ground, it's going to most likely a double play. 1-2-5 to Groth. 1-2-5. Struggler, no. Erskott's not a struggler. Patient. Groth is not patient. That's a ground ball to third. Is he a whiffer? No, so that's going to be a double play, as the 1 on a ground ball is a double play. So that's going to go 5-4-3, 2 down. So Groth bangs into the double play. 2 outs. Base is empty. Nice turn by the third baseman Torres to start that double play. Base is empty. 2 outs for Ted Williams. Ted Williams went north of the border. Heard about this newfangledy DH. Here's the pitch to Teddy Ballgame, now making his swings in Montreal. Ted Williams gets a 1-4-6 with a decider die. 1-4-6. Does Erskine have flash? Yes, he does. That's a strikeout unless Williams has the good eye. He does not. Williams doesn't like the call. He goes down looking. 1-2-3, go Montreal. Not an auspicious start for Teddy Ballgame. So Erskine does his job, aided by the double play ball. And now Louis Tiant will come to the mound and face the New York Skyliners. Who I've been wanting to call Islanders. So there's Louis Tiant. Tiant star, flash, semi-control. Will face Gil McDougall. Let's see what Mr. McDougall will do here. The pitch to Gil McDougall from Louis Tiant. 2-3-4 with a decider die. 2-3-4. Runners on base. No. Hot batter. No. Pops it up third base side. That'll be out number 1. Making the catch is Alvis for Montreal. So that's a pop-out 5. 1 down for the Skyliners. Here comes Dickie Gray, the shortstop. Tiant gets the sign from Fitzgerald. The pitch to Dickie Gray. 1-5-5 with a decider die. 1-5-5. Home run king. Yes, that ball is crushed to center field. The Skyliners jump on board out in front with a solo blast from Dickie Gray. So a home run by Gray, and the Polo Grounds erupts. Polo Grounds plays small to right-handed batters, left-handed batters semi-small. Weather conditions are perfect, and both teams are semi-harmonious. It's opening day. So a home run by Gray, 1-0. Skyliners. Here comes party boy Joe Pepitone. Tiant tries to regroup. Corkscrew delivery by Louis Tiant. 4-6-6. Pick up some sticks. 4-6-6. Does Tiant have control? Yes, he semi-control. The decider die says he does have control. That's not going to bode well, though, as Pepitone goes the opposite way for a single to left. 1 out, 1 on. Pepitone is a semi-stoic runner. So Pepitone's at first. That will bring up Irv Norin, the right fielder. Montreal hoping for a double play ball. The pitch from Tiant to Norin. On the ground, it's a double play ball. 1-4-5. Tiant needs this. 1-4-5. Struggler. Tiant is not a struggler. There's nothing under batter. That's a ground ball. We're going to say to first. So it's going to go 3-6-3. Side retired. But the home run by Gray gives the New York Skyliners a 1-0 lead. We go to the top of the second. Due up for Montreal, backs is Hirschberg. And Goldie. That's not Hirschberg. Hold on a moment. So let's get these guys out of here. Tiant makes one mistake. Gray makes him pay for it. Carl Erskine back up on the mound with a 1-0 lead. It'll be Baxes, let's get the names right, Hersher, and Goldie. For Montreal, they trail by 1. Here comes Jimmy Bax. Cleanup hitter, second baseman. He's got a little bit of pop here. The pitch to Bax. 2-3-5, no decider die. Erskine deals a 2-3-5. He's not wild. Bax is eager. No. He's going to ground. Is he patient? No. So he's going to ground out to second base, 1 down. Scoring at home. That goes 4-3. Nice play by the second baseman, McDougal, former Yankee. So these Skyliners have a lot of familiar New York names. 1 out for Rick Hersher. Hersher's got a bit of pop. Porter sets a target. The pitch to Hersher from Erskine. 1-1-6. No decider die. 1-1-6. Erskine is fresh. That's a strikeout. Challenged him with a fastball high and in. Hersher couldn't lay off. 2 outs. Top of the second. 1-0 New York. Trying to get something going here. Purnell Goldie for Montreal. Goldie, the right fielder. Erskine looks in. Nods his head. He rocks and deals to Goldie. Will it be Golden? That's a 1-4-6. No decider die. 1-4-6. Flash. Erskine has semi-flash. The decider die says no. Goldie is not a champion. He's going to ground out to second. Side is retired. McDougal makes another good play. Bottom of the second. 1-0 New York. So Erskine is dealing. Louis Tiant comes back on the mound for Montreal. Remember, he gave up that solo shot to Gray. Tiant will face Jackson, Torres, and Agee. In the bottom of the second. The pitch to Ron Jackson. Power hitting first baseman for New York. Will he go skyline for the Skyliners? 1-2-3. With the decider die. 1-2-3 from Tiant. Both flash and fresh. Yes. Swing and a miss at the knuckle curve. That is a strikeout for El Tiante. A very young Louis Tiant. 1 down. Jackson shaking his head, going back to the dugout. Here's Felix Torres, the third baseman for New York. The pitch to Torres. 2-3-5 to Felix Torres. No decider die. 235, Tiant Wild. No. Is Torres eager? No. It's going to be a ground ball second base for out number 2. Making the play for Montreal is Baxes. So 4-3 there. 2 outs, base is empty. For the designated cold batter, the DH, Tommy Agee. Here's the pitch to Agee. Tiant goes back to that knuckle curve. 2-3-6 with a decider die. 2-3-6 from Louis Tiant to Tommy Agee. Double control, no. Pitcher batting, no. That is a walk. So Tommy Agee battles Louis Tiant for a base on balls. That is a walk. Keeps the inning alive. Agee is at first. Agee is a neutral runner. He's not going to go anywhere. Sandy Valdespino steps to the plate. Here's the pitch to Valdespino from Louis Tiant. 1-5-6. Pick up some sticks with a decider die. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? Sandy is a semi-whiffer. The decider die says yes. Guess what he didn't hit? The knuckle curveball. That's strike 3. We go to the top of the third. 1-0. New York. For Montreal, it'll be Alvis, Fitzgerald, and Carrascal to face Carl Erskine. So Erskine will go back out there, get his warm-up tosses. Hope everyone's doing well. Again, this is the Continental League. I love these cards. They're very colorful, and I like colors. So here's Max Alvis on opening day. He's the designated hot batter. Right-handed stick. The pitch from Carl Erskine to Max Alvis. 3-5-6 with a decider die. 3-5-6. Are they the same? Righty-righty matchup. Yes, they are. That is a strikeout. Pitcher throws with same... Yes, that's a strikeout. So Erskine picks up his third K, excuse me. Catches Alvis looking on the breaking pitch to the outside corner. 1 out for Montreal. Montreal not having a lot of success here against Carl Erskine. Let's see if Ed Fitzgerald can change that. Fitzgerald, the catcher for Montreal. Another righty-righty matchup. The pitch to Ed Fitzgerald. Erskine, 3-4-5 with a decider die. 3-4-5. Catcher iron. New York's catcher is Porter. He is neutral. Does Fitzgerald have a good eye? No. That is a strikeout. Swing and a miss as he chased high and away. 2 strikeouts for Erskine. The next batter will go on the right now mini chart. And that's going to be the number 9 batter, Chico Carrascal. So let's see what Mr. Carrascal can do on the right now. So that's a blue chart. Let's get there. Right now chart. Here we go. Mini chart. Baseball right now. And we will roll the red, blue die, and decider die. So that's a 26 with the decider die. To Chico Carrascal. 26. Hot pitcher. Yes, he has struck out his last batter. He is a hot pitcher. That's another strikeout. He just blows the fastball past Carrascal. Erskine strikes out the side. He now has 5 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 New York. Erskine looking very good. The fans here at the Polo Grounds are ecstatic. Even they're actually cheering for a former Brooklyn Dodger. They don't care. He's on their team now. Polo Grounds was a former home of the New York Giants. Now, the New York Skyliners. Louis Tiant back up on the bump. He's made one mistake, the homer to Gray, in the first. Tiant will face Porter, then the top of the order, McDougal, and Dickie Gray, who homered. Tiant finishing up his warm-up tosses. Tiant deals to the number 9 batter, Jay Porter, New York catcher, 4-6-6 with a decider die. 4-6-6 controlled. Does Tiant have control? The decider die says yes. Porter does a beautiful job pulling the ball past the dive of the third baseman into left field. So Porter has a leadoff single for New York. He is a stoic runner, so he's going nowhere. Porter at first. Now I'll bring up Gil McDougal. He popped out to third. Here's the pitch to McDougal. Tiant will try to induce the double play ball, and if it's on the ground, it's a double play ball because that's a lead one. 1-3-4. Tiant challenges him with the fastball inside. 1-3-4. Gold catcher. Fitzgerald is a gold catcher, so it's going to be a strikeout, and that's going to nullify. Well, it would not have been a ground ball anyway. So Fitzgerald is a gold catcher, frames the pitch beautifully. Striking out McDougal, who's now 0 for 2. That's a third K for El Tiante. Here comes Tiant's nemesis, Dickie Gray, who hit the 2-run homer off of him. Porter at first takes his lead, being held on. Tiant peeks to first, now in at the plate. The pitch to Dickie Gray could be a double play ball on the ground. 1-2-2. That's a lead one. Always good for a pitcher if it's on the ground. 1-2-2. Workman. Tiant is not a workman. Gray, champ or whiffer. He is neither. That is a line shot to third. For out number 2, there is... Oh, I have not looked up the double plays on lineouts, so we're just going to say the runner gets back to first. But there are double plays on lineouts in this game. So a great reaction by the third baseman for Montreal, Alvis. Faked the throw to first. Quickly getting back was Porter. So I will have to make note to look up the line-out double plays. Two outs. Porter, a slow-footed runner, will be off on contact. Here comes Joe Pepitone. Pepitone singled in his first at-bat against Tiant. Tiant nods his head. Fitzgerald sets the target. The pitch to party boy Joe Pepitone, looking for his second hit. That's a 3-3-5 with a decider die. 3-3-5, wild. Tiant is not wild. Pepitone a sad sack. No. It's going to be another single to right field. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit. Stoic runner on third, holds on flyouts. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit. See note if stoic runner is on first base. Okay, so let's see. What's the note? Stoic runner on first base only does second base on a single, third base on a double, except with 2 outs. So first to third on the ball hit to right goes Porter because there's 2 outs. So Pepitone's 2 for 2. How do you do? First and third, Tiant in a pickle again. He'll face Irv Norman, who banged into an inning-ending double play in the first. Tiant needs 1 out to get out of this mess. New York Skyliners have runners on the corner. Tiant is ready. Corkscrew delivery to Irv Norman. 5-5-6, no decider die, but the Skyliners strike again on the 5-5-6. 5-5-6. Ace. Is Tiant an ace? No. Norin a sad sack? No. That's going to be a double to right field. So that's definitely knocking in Porter. That's going to be 2-0. Double for Norin. Tiant is in trouble here. Pepitone is a semi-stoic runner. The decide or die says he's not a stoic runner. So on a double with 2 outs on the 5-5-6. Pepitone scores from first. So it's 3-0. A clutch 2-out double by Norin. So he has 2 RBI. There's an RBI here. That makes it 3-0. New York. Two outs, bases empty for Ron Jackson. One more runner reaches. Tiant will be a semi-struggler. As there'll be 3 consecutive runners reaching base. Here's the pitch to Ron Jackson. Tiant trying to limit the damage to 3 now. 2-2-4, no decide or die from Tiant to Ron Jackson. 2-2-4, pitching at home, no. Slugger. Ron Jackson is not a slugger. He will single to right, so the hit parade continues. And Tiant is a semi-struggler now. That's a single to right. Norin's at second. And what does he do on a single to right? Norin is a semi-stoic runner. That says he's not a stoic runner. Runner advances 1 base on singles, 2 bases on doubles. Active runner scores from first on doubles, from second on a hit. Do we want to try to take the extra base as a neutral runner? I play it that way. 2 outs, Torres coming up. I think they're going to try to take the extra base here. And so Pepitone would be a normal runner, 1 through 4. It's a 3. He scores. And Tiant is just having a nightmarish bottom of the third. So Pepitone scores. That makes it 4-0. RBI will be credited to Jackson. Tiant is in full struggle mode right now. Here's Felix Torres. Grounded out his first plate appearance. The pitch to Torres. 3-5-6 with no decide or die. 3-5-6. Same. Torres is a righty. Tiant's a righty. Swing and a miss on the fastball in. So Tiant does strike out 2 in the inning, but gives up 3. We go to the top of the 4th. 4-0. New York. Carl Erskine has dominated Montreal batters. Montreal's going to have to come alive with the sound of music being base hits. Erskine now has 4 runs to work with. Erskine will face the top of the order. He's been perfect so far. Oh, no, he gave up a leadoff single to Moda. I'm sorry. He's given up 1 hit. So it's Moda, Groth, and Ted Williams. Montreal down 4-0. Here's the pitch to Manny Moda, trying to get his second hit. 1-6 is no decide or die, so 1-6-6 to Manny Moda. 1-6-6, Workman, no. Gilded, no. Whiffers, Moda a whiffer, no. That will be a ground out to third. So Moda grounds out 5-3, making the play for New York is Torres. The next batter will go off the experience chart, and that's going to be Johnny Groff. He's an icon when it comes to experience. We'll roll the red, blue die, and decider die. 24 to Johnny Groff from Carl Erskine. Experience. 24. Icon batter. Yes. Delivers single just inside the baseline. So that is a single for Groff. Ted Williams struck out his first time against Carl Erskine. If they ever faced each other, it was probably in an all-star game. Williams struck out. Teddy Ballgame can cut this lead in half if he goes bippity-boppity-boom to the moon. Williams digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Erskine picks up the sign from Porter. The pitch to Williams. 4-5-6 with a decider die. Let's see what Ted Williams does here on the 4-5-6. 4-5-6. Is Ted Williams patient? Yes, he is. He works a walk. Montreal needs base runners. Williams to first. Groff, a semi-stoic runner to second. Williams definitely a stoic runner. 1 out, 2 on for Jim Baxes. Grounded out to second. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Baxes. 2-4-5, no decider die. To Baxes. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? He's a semi-hero. The decider die says no. He gets jammed, pops it up right side, calling for it for New York second baseman Gil McDougall. Two down. Next batter goes off the red chart, which is the experience chart. And that's going to be Rick Hersher. His experience is prospect. Red, blue die. 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch to Rick Hersher from Carl Erskine. 25 with the decider die. 25, hot batter. No, he struck out his last time up. And he's going to line out to first to end the inning. It was a scorcher, making a beautiful step and dive catch at first base was Ron Jackson, robbing extra bases of Rick Hersher and possibly at least 1 run for Montreal. So that was a great play on the line out 3 by Jackson. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 New York. It'll be Agee, Valdespino, and Porter for the New York Skyliners. Tiant last inning of freshness. Then he'll be semi-fresh for 3. Here's Tommy Agee, the designated hitter. Agee walked his first time up. He's a designated cold batter. Tiant done with his warm-up tosses. Fitzgerald actually goes out to the mound to have a quick word with El Tiante. Back behind the plate. Squats down, sets a target. The pitch to Tommy Agee from Louis Tiant. 3-4-5, no decider die. From El Tiante, 3-4-5, catcher iron. Fitzgerald is gold. Does Agee have a good eye? No, he does not. That is a swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, hits the dirt. Fitzgerald tags him, so Agee is down via the K. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Next batter will go off the right now chart, the blue chart. And that is the left fielder, Sandy Valdespino. Valdespino was a strikeout victim, which the way I play it is he's cold, if they ask. That's the way I play it. I don't go into the minutiae of the rules. I've modified the rules for my liking. The pitch to Valdespino. That's a 33. What will it be? We shall see on the 33. Cole, 33, hot pitcher. Is he a hot pitcher? Yes, he just struck out Agee. And that's going to be a... Oh, wow. So, this is cool. Hot pitcher. Sports show. Highlight reel inning. Pitcher retires side on strikeouts. So that is really cool. That's something cool this game does. Valdespino goes down via the K, and so does Porter. Louis Tiant comes back with a vengeance, striking out Agee, Valdespino, Porter. That's the side. We go to the top of the fifth. It's still, however, 4-0 New York Skyliners. But Tiant, I don't know what Fitzgerald said to him, but they were on the same page in that inning. So he gets... And Porter, let's make sure we flip that over. So a good job by Louis Tiant. Now the pitchers will be semi-fresh for the next 3 innings. Just double check that very quickly. $61 to $76, 4 fresh, 3 semi-fresh. Again, depending on what happens in the game. So Erskine, 4-0 lead. He's throwing a 1-hitter. Erskine will face is this the will face Goldie, Goldie, Max Alvis, and Ed Fitzgerald. So here comes Pernell Goldie. The way I'm sitting, I'm at a weird angle when I do the book, and when I'm looking, it doesn't line up sometimes with the way I'm looking. So here comes Goldie. Goldie was a strikeout victim. No, he was a ground out to second. Erskine's ready. He deals to Goldie. Will it be golden? 1, 2, 6. Pick up some sticks with a decider die. 1, 2, 6. Fresh. Erskine is fresh. Yes, he is. That is a... I'm sorry. Top of 5. He's semi-fresh. The decider die says he's fresh, so it's a line shot out to the second baseman. Making a phenomenal reaction play was Gil McDougall. Goldie is 0 for 2, and that was a great play, we'll say. 1 down for Goldie. Now bring up Max Alvis. Alvis was a strikeout victim. Here's the pitch to Mad Max Alvis from Carl Erskine. 2-3-4 with a decider die. 2-3-4. Runners on base, no. Hot batter. Is Alvis the hot batter? Yes, he is. He's a designated hot batter. We go to the fence chart. So he might get a hold of one here, folks, and put Montreal on the board. So let's go to the mini chart fence. Mini chart fence. Let's roll the black die. And the decider die. So that's a 6 with a decider die. Is Alvis a scrapper? No. He is a semi-slugger. The decider die says he's a slugger. That is bippity boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Max Alvis touches them all, and Montreal is on the scoreboard in the top of the 5th as Alvis homers off of Carl Erskine. It's now 4-1 New York. Will this get the Montreal Bats going? So with one out, one in, 4-1 New York. That'll bring up the catcher, Ed Fitzgerald. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The pitch to easy Ed Fitzgerald from Carl Erskine, trying to regroup after the boom to the moon, Alice, from Alvis. 3-5-5, no decide or die. 3-5-5 from Carl Erskine to Ed Fitzgerald. Struggler. Well, he's not struggling. Champion. Fitzgerald's not a champion. He's going to ground out to second unless he's a whiffer. He's not a whiffer. So McDougal makes the play, and there are 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Number 9 batter, Chico Carrasquel. Here's the pitch to Chico, less the man. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Erskine trying to limit the damage to 1. 1-2-4 to Carrasquel. 1-2-4. Will it close the door? Control. Semi-control. The decider die says no. Is Carrasquel eager? No. He will work a walk. Is he an active runner? No. He is semi-stoic. So the inning stays alive. Erskine not real happy with himself walking the number 9 batter, a very weak-hitting shortstop in Chico Carrasquel. So Carrasquel is at first with 2 outs. Top of the order, Manny Mota, who's 1 for 2, a single and a ground up. The pitch to Mota, 1-2-3 with a decider die to Manny Mota. 1-2-3. Flash and fresh. The decider die says he is fresh. The decider die says he has flash. That is a swing and a miss on the fastball, high and in. The 2-out walk doesn't hurt. Montreal does get a run on the home run by Alvis. So it's 4-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Erskine's now struck out. 1, 2, 5, 6. Montreal Royal Blues. So Tiant will be back up on the bump. Here in the bottom of the 5th, after striking out the side in the bottom of the 4th. Can the Montreal Bats get going? But Tiant's got to get him, keep it close. So Erskine makes a mistake, gives up a run, but he's still looking sharp. Former Brooklyn Dodger. Top of the order for New York, McDougal, Dickie Gray, and party boy Joe Pepitone. Tiant picks up the sign, the pitch to Gil McDougal, who's 0 for 2, a pop-out and a strikeout. 5-6-6 with a decider die to Gil McDougal, the former Yankee. 5-6-6, wild, no. McDougal with a good eye, no. Swing and a miss as he chased down and away, quickly applying the tag. The ball hit the dirt. Was Fitzgerald. That is another strikeout. Holy cow. Tiant is now struck out 4 in a row. El Tiante has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts, though he has given up 4 runs. It's been seemingly feast or famine. 1 out, no one on. The pitch to Dickie Gray. He's homered and lined to third. 3-3-5, no decider die to Dickie Gray. 3-3-5, wild, no. Sad sack, no. It's going to be a single to right for Dickie Gray. He's now 2 for 3. He is a semi-stoic runner. The decide or die says no. So it says single right field, stolen base. Stoic runner holds. Well, the decide or die says no, so he steals second. So here, Dickie Gray trying to be a one-man wrecking crew. Singles, and he has a stolen base. One out, Gray at second for Joe Pepitone. He's 2 for 2. 2 singles, and he scored a run. The pitch to Joey Pepitone, 1-5-4. 1-4-5 with a decide or die. 1-4-5, struggler. He's not struggling. It's going to be a ground ball to first. Because he's a left-handed batter, I'm going to say ground ball to first. That will advance because it's either first or third, but he's a lefty. I'm going to say he pulled the ball. That will send Gray to third. So Pepitone is out. He's now 2 for 3. That's 5-3 on the putout. And Gray 90 feet away from New York getting their 5th run. Striding the plate, left-hand batting, Irv Noren. Noren, the right fielder, has banged into a double play, then doubled in 2 runs. 1 for 2. Could get his 3rd ribby here. Tiant trying to deny him. Corkscrew delivery from Tiant to Irv Noren. 1-3-4. Does it close the door on Noren? 1-3-4. Catcher Gold. We already know Fitzgerald's Gold. He frames the knuckle curve. You can sit down, Irv Noren. You have struck out. Gray's double, single and stolen base. Come to no harm. Tiant puts up a goose egg. We go to the top of the 6th. 4-1 New York Skyliners over the Montreal Royal Blues. Again, this is 1961. We stick with starters. Oops. So Ron Jackson will lead off. Yes. Okay, we got that right. Erskine back up on the bump again, semi-fresh. And they're upside down. Maybe they'll hit better upside down. I don't know. Here we go. For Montreal, it's going to be Groff, Williams, and Baxes. Here's the pitch to Johnny Groff, the center fielder, who is 1 for 2, a single and a double play. 1-3-6. 1-3-6 to Groff. 1-3-6. Erskine's not an ace. Groff is not a whiffer. Is he cold? No. And we're going to have a ball hit to the infield and infield drama. So infield drama. Watch the red and blue die along with the decider die. 15 with a decider die. Infield drama. 15. Shortstop iron. Is the shortstop iron for the New York Skyliners. Shortstop. No, he's not. He is not iron. Okay, so he goes to his backhand side, smoothly grabs it, throws to first for the out. Nice play by Dickie Gray, retiring Groff 6-3. Erskine nods his head to his shortstop. Here's Ted Williams. He is struck out and walked. Erskine, Williams, who will win this skirmish? Pitch homeward bound to Teddy ball game. Oh, 5-5-6. No decider die, though. 5-5-6. Can Williams go yard and cut this lead in half? We shall find out in moments. 5-5-6. 5-5-6. Ace. No. Sad sack. No. That is a double to right field as Ted Williams hits it over the head of Noren. He is not an active runner, so he will not steal. But there is a pi sign thingy, so what does that mean? He doesn't have the symbol, so I believe if you have that symbol, the symbol would be over here, and it would say instead of a double, it might be a homer or a single or something. But Ted Williams picks up his first hit of the season with a double. 1 out. Williams stands at second. Jimmy Baxes steps to the plate. Jimmy, 0 for 2. Jimmy's got some pop. He's a home run king, semi-slugger, semi-hero, semi-whiffer. Erskine takes a deep breath. The leg kick and delivery to Jimmy Baxes. 2-3-5 with a decider die from Carl Erskine. 2-3-5. Is Erskine wild? No. Eager for the batter? No. That is a ground out to second. With the time, with the little clock. Let's see. I think that means if he's patient. He's not patient. No. So he does not draw the walk. He grounds out to second. That will advance Ted Williams to third. There are 2 down now. First baseman stepping to the plate. Rick Hersher. Hersher, semi-home run king. Amongst other things, he is 0 for 2. He is struck out and robbed on a great play by the first baseman Ron Jackson on a line drive. Williams at third will score on a hit or a wild pitch. Erskine deals to Rick Hersher. 1-2-6. Decider die. Pick up some sticks. 1-2-6. Fresh. Erskine is semi-fresh. The decider die says fresh. Line shot right at the second baseman, Gil McDougall. Rick Hersher's hit the ball in the screws the last 2 times. Nothing to show for it. Williams stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 New York Skyliners over the Montreal Royal Blues. Opening day Continental Baseball. So Erskine, they're starting to hit him a little harder, but they're not getting results. Erskine will continue to go. Again, it's 1962 baseball. Or 61 baseball, excuse me. And starters went. Tiant on the bump, trying to keep it a 3-run deficit. He'll face Ron Jackson, Felix Torres, and Tommy Agee. Fitzgerald sets the target. Tiant deals to Ron Jackson here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-4-4, no decider die. 2-4-4, ace, no. Champion for the batter, no. That's going to be a ground ball. Is he a whiffer? Yes. So after a foul ball, he will strike out. Had he not been a whiffer, it would have been a ground out to short. So Tiant gets another strikeout. That is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts for Tiant. But he has been touched for 4 runs. The really bad inning was in the 3rd. Gave up a solo shot to Gray in the 1st. Here comes another strikeout victim of El Tiante, Felix Torres, 3rd baseman for the Skyliners. He's 0 for 2. The pitch to Torres, 3-4-6 with no decider die. Pick up some sticks. 3-4-6 from El Tiante to Felix Torres. 3-4-6. Eager. Is he eager? There's nothing for the pitcher. Torres is not eager. He will work a walk. He is not an active runner, so he will not steal. So Tiant walks Torres. First time he'll reach base. The next batter will go off the purple chart, which is the chemistry mini chart. So Torres at first. Tommy Agee, the designated cold batter, will go off the chemistry chart. That is a 15 with a decider die. 15, pitching team harmony. They're semi-harmonious. The decider die says they're harmonious. Outfielder makes a sliding catch. So making the catch on the blooper from Tommy Agee is the center fielder charging in, making the sliding catch, Groth. Quickly retreating to first is Torres. So that was a great catch by Groth. 2 down. Agee, 0 for 2. Did walk in his first plate appearance. Torres will be off and running on contact. Sandy Valdespino struck out twice. Will he get the hat trick you don't watch? The pitch to Valdespino from El Tiante. I don't think he's going to get a strikeout here. 5-6-6, no decider die. So a 5-6-6 to Sandy Valdespino trying to find a gap. 5-6-6 wild. Tiant is not wild. Valdespino does not have a good eye. Guess what? Strikeout. Swing and a miss. He chased high and in. Another K for El Tiante. He is going insane with the strikeouts. I should write them down instead of counting them, but it's fun counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts for El Tiante, a very young Louis Tiant playing in the Continental Baseball League. The next batter, due to this strikeout on the 5-6-6, it's a blue, so it will be the right now chart for Porter in the bottom of the 7th. And I just write that here and I circle it. I don't know if that carries over, but I like it, so I just carry it over. Again, I am not an expert at this game. I probably play it slightly different than other people, and I probably make a few mistakes. I'm going to take a sip of water. As we go to the top of the 7th, 4-1 New York. Carl Erskine back up on the bump. The pitchers will stay semi-fresh unless they get in trouble or they give up the amount of runs. So we'll say 5 runs. I know that deals with struggling and stuff, but they're pitching pretty good. And again, in 1961, you're not yanking pitchers quick. 4-1 New York. For Montreal, it will be Goldie, Alvis, who homered, and Fitzgerald to face Carl Erskine. Erskine does battle with Purnell Goldie. 4-5-6. No decider die to Goldie. 4-5-6 from Carl Erskine. Patient. Is he patient? Nothing for the pitcher, so the batter patient, no. He will fly out to center for out number 1, making the play in center field for New York, the party boy, Joe Pepitone. Nice running catch by Joe. Chemistry chart for the next batter, who is Alvis. Alvis 1 for 2. He homered in his last plate appearance. Prior to that, struck out. He's knocked in the only run for Montreal. And we go to the purple chart. Red, blue, and decider die. 36, no, on the decider die. So 36, batting team harmony. No, they're semi-harmonious. The decider die says no. It's going to be a shallow fly ball to left for out number 2. So Alvis got under a pitch he could grip and rip. Flies out to Valdespino in left field. Erskine and New York 1 out away from a 1-2-3 inning. The only thing standing in their way, Montreal Royal Blues catcher, easy Ed Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looking for his first hit of the season. The pitch to Fitzgerald from Erskine. 1-2-4. I believe this might close the door on Mr. Fitzgerald with a decider die. 1-2-4. Control. Yes. And that's going to be a ground ball to Gray at short. He'll throw to Jackson. Side is retired. 1-2-3. Go. The Montreal Royal Blues. We go to the bottom of the 7th here at the Polo Grounds. 4-1 New York Skyliners. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root, root, root for the Skyliners. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. So Carl Erskine looking very sharp for the Skyliners. Fans at the Polo Grounds very excited. Nearly a packed house here. Very close to a sellout here at the Polo Grounds. So Tiant back up on the bump. Again, trying to keep it. A 3-run deficit, 4-1 New York. Tiant will face Porter, who will go off of the right now chart, the blue chart. Then the top of the order, McDougal and Gray. So here is Jay Porter, the catcher. He has singled and struck out, scored a run. We go to the right now chart, so we're going to go blue, red. And that's a 26 with a decider die. 26, hot pitcher. Hot pitcher. Tiant, what did he do? What did he do? He struck out Valdespino prior. And so we're going to say he's a hot pitcher. That's the way I like to play it. Hot pitcher. Yes, another strikeout. Tiant set him up with the fastball, got him with the knuckle curve. El Tiante, I believe that's 12 Ks now for Louis Tiant, the man who whirls, dirls, looks at the heavens before he delivers the ball. 1 out top of the order, Gil McDougal. McDougal's struck out twice against Tiant and popped out. He's 0 for 3. The pitch to the former New York Yankee, Gil McDougal. An aging McDougal. He thought this Continental League was a blessing. 2-3-3, no decider die. What will it be? We shall see on the 2-3-3. Tiant deals 2-3-3. Ace or star? Tiant is a star. That's going to be a hard hit ball to short and outnumbered 2, as easily fielding the hard hit grounder was Carrascal. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Dickie Gray steps to the plate. Gray is homered, lined out and single. The pitch to Mr. Gray. Tiant goes knuckle curve here. 3-3-4, no decider die. 3-3-4 to Gray. 3-3-4. Ace or star? Well, Tiant is a star no matter what. Jams him. As that knuckle curveball drifted in. That's a pop-up. First base side, calling for it, making the catch is the first baseman for Montreal, and the side is retired. So that's going to be a pop-out 3. Boy, Tiant and Montreal, they regret that bottom of the 3rd, where New York plated 3. We go to the top of the 8th, 4-3 New York. Erskine looking sharp. We're going to continue to say he is semi-fresh. He's giving up 1 run, the homer, to Baxes. For Montreal, it'll be Carrascal. Then the top of the order, Mota and Groff. If anyone gets on, Ted Williams, who's just wanted, he doubled his last plate appearance. So here's Chico Carrascal. The pitcher, Chico less the man. 1-2-3 with a decider die. I think Erskine wins this battle on a 1-2-3. 1-2-3, both flash and fresh. Yes, he has semi-flash and he's semi-fresh. The decider die says he is fresh. Blows the fastball right by Chico Carrascal. Another strikeout for Carl Erskine. 1 down in the top of the 8th. Here's Manny Mota. Mota has singled, grounded out, struck out. He's 1 for 3. The pitch to Manny. 2-3-5 with a decider die. Erskine 2-3-5. 2-3-5. Wild, no. Eager. Is Mota eager? Yes, he is. He slaps. Ooh, but is he a whiffer? Is he a whiffer? No, he is not a whiffer, so it is a single past the dive of Gray into left field. So he knocks it past the shortstop. That ball had eyes, it seemed. Second hit for Moda. Moda's at first. 1 out. He's a neutral runner. That will bring up Johnny Groth. Groth banged into a double play, singled, and grounded out. They're looking for another double play ball off the bat of Johnny Groth. Porter sets the defense, now back behind the plate, squats down. The pitch to Johnny Groth. If it's a ground ball, it's a double play. 1-2-4. 1-2-4 control. Erskine semi-control. The decider die says control. That is a 6-4-3 double play. Inning is over. Second double play Groff has hit into. Nice turn by the Skyliners. Scoring at home again, 6-4-3. So that would be Gray, McDougal, Jackson. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-1 New York. Erskine looking to go the distance. Tiant on the mound. Here in the bottom of the 8th for Montreal. He's not pitched poorly. In fact, he has struck out a plethora of New York Skyliners. He will face Pepitone, Norin, and Jackson. Joe Pepitone, 2 for 3. 2 singles, a run scored, and a groundout. Here's the pitch to the New York Skyliners center fielder, Joe Pepitone. 1-1-3. What will it be? We shall see. No decider die. 1-1-3. Acer dynamic. No. Slugger. Is Pepitone a slugger? No. Pepitone's a home run king and semi-eager. But with the 1-1-3, he singles to center with 2 stars. So what does that mean? 2 stars. Let's go look. 2 stars. Oh! That's very interesting. 2 stars. So this is very interesting. Remember, he is a home run king. Had he been a... okay. So he's a home run king. That's very important here. So that says on the 1-1-3... I love these nooks and crannies of this game. 1-1-3 would be a single center, but there's 2 stars. So we flip the page. It says sad sack or home run king strikes out. So Joe Pepitone is a home run king. He overswings on the pitch, misses a kill me fastball, and strikes out. Another K for Louis Tiant. Tiant has been phenomenal, but he's given up 4 runs. Here's Irv Noring, the pitch to Noring. 1-2-2 with a decider die. Can Tiant strike out another? 1-2-2. How do you do? Workman, no. Batter, Champ or Whiffer, no. Line shot to third for out number 2 on the 1-2-2. So how do you do? That woke up Alvis at third. That was a scorcher. So that's a line out 5, 2 away for the Skyliners. And here's Ron Jackson, right-hand batting first baseman. Jackson is struck out, singled in a run, and struck out 1 for 3. Tiant looking for another K. Nods his head. Fitzgerald sets the target. Corkscrew delivery by El Tiante as he looks to the heavens. The pitch to Ron Jackson. 1-3-4. Does it close the door? 1-3-4. Gold catcher. You bet your butt. Fitzgerald's a gold catcher. And you know what that is? Strike 3. As he frames the knuckle curve. Holy cow, Tiant. I tell you, he's given up 4 runs, but my God, he's been magnificent. It's unbelievable to say that, but he's been magnificent. That hiccup of a 3rd inning really cost El Tiante and the Montreal Royal Blues before we go to the top of the 9th. As the score is 4-1 New York. Erskine looking to go the distance. There's some loosening in the New York bullpen. Loosening in the bullpen is Herm Starrett. S-T-A-R-R-E-T-T-E. Starrett. So let's just get his card out just in case. And we'll course, we ripped a little bit. See, I'm storing them in these little bags here. I like these. Trying not... I'm actually going to... I think they'll fit my Strat cards, too. I just picked up the 76 season, ordered it today. Along with the 40s Diamond Collection and 50s Diamond Collection. Hopefully we'll bring some of that to the channel. We'll see how these videos go. And if people like them, I'll put them on the channel. If they don't, or, you know, don't get the views, or I'll just play them offline. So remember, if you're enjoying these streams or videos for myself or anyone else, you got to hit that like button. Show the love. All right. So Erskine, top of the 9th, 4-1 New York. It will be Williams, Baxes, and Hersher. They're going to let Erskine go. Starrett continues to warm. We'll just put him over here in the bullpen. The pitch to Ted Williams, trying to get something going here in the top of the 9th for Montreal. Oh, I don't think that's going to do it. 1-1-5. 1-1-5. Fresh, no. The decider die says no. Home run king. Oh, boy. Ted Williams is a home run king. That is going to be a strikeout. So Williams, a mighty swing and a miss on the 1-5-5. So Williams was trying to get one of those runs back. He doubled in his last plate appearance, wanted to go a little farther there. Erskine picks up another K. 1 out. Montreal down to their final 2 outs here in opening day, Continental Baseball League. Here's the pitch to Jimmy Baxes. 4-4-5 with a decider die to Jimmy Baxes. 4-4-5. Pitcher Workman. No. Baxes patient. No. He's going to ground out to Jackson unassisted. 2 down. It's a ground out 3. It all comes down to Rick Hersher, the first baseman. Hersher is 0 for 3. He's struck out and twice hit scorching liners, robbed of a hit by the first baseman Ron Jackson on a step and a dive, and then a direct line shot to Jackson in his last plate appearance. The pitch from Erskine to Hersher, trying to give the Skyliners the first win in Continental Baseball League history. 1-3-4. Does it close the door? We shall see on the 1-3-4. Erskine to Hersher. 1-3-4. Catcher Gold. The catcher, Porter, is neutral. Champion is Hersher, a champion. He is not a champion. He's semi-utility, semi-homer, semi-eager, semi-whiffer. So that ball's hit to the outfield. We have some outfield drama. Will this game stay alive? We go to the outfield drama. Watch the red-blue die and decider die. Snake eyes and a decider die. Right fielder Gold. Who is the right fielder? The right fielder is Noren. He is neutral, so he's not Gold. It's going to be a single. Okay, so right fielder is not Gold. It's not a flyout. It'll be a single. Right fielder bobbles the ball, commits the error, and going. So it's going to be a single and a one-base error on the right fielder, Noren. So Hersher gets the hit. And then an E9 advances to second. So Hersher's at second. Now, the next batter... That was a 1-1. Goes to the chemistry chart. So Purnell Goldie will go to the chemistry chart. Herm Starrett is ready, but we're going to see if Erskine can get out of this. Chemistry chart for Purnell Goldie. This is it, folks. Erskine's ready. The pitch to Goldie Man at second, 2 outs. That's a 36 with a decider die. 36. Batting team harmony. They're semi-harmonious. The decider die says they're harmonious. Enthused batter knocks a deep drive off the wall. Double. So it's 4-2. Goldie doubles. Montreal has cut the lead in half. That error proves costly. Though, with 2 outs, Hersher might have scored from first. 4-2, and that's going to be it for Carl Erskine. So Erskine is done after 8 2/3 innings. Oops, that's the wins, loss, saves. So he went 8 2/3, responsible for the runner at second. Clutch hit by Goldie. Can Max Alvis, and he's the hot batter, but he's going to face, well, I guess will be their closer, Herm Starrett. So when he comes in, he's obviously fresh. There's something else I'm not quite sure, so we're just going to say he's fresh. So that's going to be Starrett, S-T-A-R-R, Starrett, Starrett. We're going to say Starrett. Trying to save it here. He goes through his warm-up tosses. And what I like to do is go put a red dot here, and then I'll put a red dot here, so I know where he starts. Or you can put a line or something. It's just easier to distinguish, and he comes in the 9th. Wow. Let's see what Max Alvis can do here. Starrett's ready. Has a word with the catcher. Porter back behind the plate. Fitzgerald on deck. The pitch to Max Alvis, the designated hot batter. 1-3-3. What will it be? No decider die. Will this game be over at 4-2? 1-3-3. Slugger. He's a semi-slugger. Oh no. Had they gotten the decider die, it would have been a 2-run homer. The game would have been tied. Instead, it's a deep fly ball to left. At the track, at the wall is Valdespino. He makes the catch. The fans breathe a sigh of relief here at the Polo Grounds. This baseball game is over. The Montreal Royal Blues were a decider die away from a 2-run homer off the bat of Max Alvis that would have tied the game. But instead, they only get one. New York, in the inaugural Continental Baseball League game, the Skyliners defeat the Montreal Royal Blues 4-2. The win goes to Erskine. The save to Herb Starrett. The loss goes to Tiant. He went 8 innings. So Louis Tiant in the loss, 8 innings, 4 runs. I believe they were all earned. I'm not going to go through all that. But he struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 batters. Okay. Carl Erskine got the win. Carl was no slouch. He went 8 2/3, as we just stated. Save to Starrett, as you just witnessed. Erskine struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Erskine struck out 8 in 8 2/3. And this is your Continental Baseball League. It's a very fun set. I don't know how many more games I'll play online, but I wanted to show you the cards. And again, I might not play the game exactly correctly. I play it close enough for my liking, and I love the nooks and crannies. If you've not tried History Maker Baseball and you're thinking about it, you know, and you have some disposable income for your entertainment dollars, watch some videos on it, and if it's something you think you might like, I do recommend it. But that being said, you have to like it, not me. I watched many a game, listened to many a stream, watched many a stream before I decided to pull the trigger. So thank you very much once again. Opening day from the Polo Grounds in New York, the New York Skyliners at home. Don't disappoint the Skyliner fans. They win 4-2 over the Montreal Royal Blues, led by Louis Tiant and the splendid splinter, though girthy and more aging, Teddy Ballgame Ted Williams. Joe Pepitone, the big name. So New York had Pepitone and McDougal. Those are big names for New York. And Erskine. So 3 New York players there in the New York vicinity. That's it. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed the stream, please hit that like button. If you have not subscribed, please do so. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we upload or go live. So until next time, stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. God bless, love you all, and peace.